Feng Shui, wind and water, which translates into force and power. Okay, so the movement of energy is force. When it connects with something like yourselves, that brings power. So what we're talking about is the power to change your life, the power to change other people's life. Everything is affected by energy. Everything needs energy to work. So your environment has great power on you. Either you work with it or it controls you. It affects your moods, how you feel when you wake up. Your quality of life is directly affected by your environment. We can also use quantum physics to explain. So it's quite a jump there, going from force and power to quantum physics. But the thing to understand about Feng Shui is that you make a change in your home and it affects the outside world. There's this connection. And quantum physics explains it perfectly by what's called quantum entanglement here. What the Chinese have done is they've realized this over the past couple of thousand years and made changes inside their home to make changes in the outer life happen. So that could be better relationships, a better career, better health, however it is. When you influence or affect an atom at this end, it automatically changes the atom at the other end. Okay, so that's a direct connection to Feng Shui, and Feng Shui can happen instantly. So many times when I've done consultations, we've made a change inside the space and it's had an instant reaction. Interestingly, when you're working with animals, you do a house, for instance, they got, there's one particular house I was working with, they had 9 cats who always used to argue about food and everything else. And we made just a subtle change inside their environment and the cats immediately stopped fighting with each other. And there was calm just by making one simple change. It allowed the energy to balance. And that's what we're really looking for. That's what this balance and harmony comes with. So harmony is you being in balance with your environment. And that's a quantum entanglement. Now this thing here is called a fractal scaling. This represents an atom, or it represents the solar system that we're in. It even represents the universe. To the biggest thing in our universe. It all follows this fractal. It is how the atoms are connected from the smallest to the largest. That's where our connection comes from. So when we change one end of it, so we change the end in our home, it has a direct effect on the outside world. Me and students and other Feng Shui masters can go around a space and read your space to see what's happening in your life. And clients are mesmerized by it. They're so mesmerized that they got me to start the school back in 1997 because they thought it was just, wow. You make a simple change in here, it has a direct effect, almost instantaneous on the outside world. Now, I'm not saying that Feng Shui will always happen instantly, but it always has an instant connection outside. It may take time to get something to move, particularly if it's difficult, if it's almost insurmountable. But inside this quantum field, every outcome, every possibility can happen. We just have to get you to concentrate on what you want to have. So fractal, this is how every home, every building around the world, it's all part of this fractal, all part of this huge network of energy. We also use these trigrams, which is, if you've done any Feng Shui, you would have come across these trigrams before. This sequence is also known as the luck trinity, where the bottom line represents earth, chi, and fate. This is also nature. The top line is heaven, and the middle line is us. So that's on one level. On another level, and where the atom comes from, has an electromagnetic waves. The electricity part is the heaven part, which represents changing your life. The earth chi represents your destiny. That's the magnetism. That's how we draw things to us. And then we are sandwiched in the middle of this with man chi. So this is the core knowledge of Feng Shui. From understanding the forces of heaven and earth, mankind can prosper. So this is what I want to get to inside your home. and this is called the Bagua. So those trigrams that you've just seen designate 1/8 of your home, your total space.